Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another drugstore versus high-end on baking powders or translucent loose setting powders, whatever you want to call it. But in this video, I'm actually going to bake with the products. So let's rewind a second in case you don't know what baking is, because I will be honest, I had no idea what baking was until a few months ago when me and my friend Valerie were filming our top 5 products, and she had, it was like the Airspun, what is it called, the Coty Airspun, and she said this is perfect for baking, and I was like, I swear to Bob, I thought she was talking about cooking, and I was like, why the heck would you cook with your makeup?
Benigma banana powder. I know that a lot of people like to bake with this. I have used it to do some baking.
Bake with it?
Yes.
Like food?
No.
I was so confused, and so then I did a little bit of research, and it's becoming more and more popular and more people are doing it. But baking is actually a technique that you can use when you're applying your makeup to really actually cook your products and make your makeup look flawless and creaseless. So a lot of people use it to set their under eyes, to set any spots in your face that tend to wrinkle or crease or get really, really oily throughout the day. It really is a way to just make sure that everything is like bulletproof and stays put. And I've been doing it for a couple of months now, and I really, really like it. And it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And these two products here are like the top 2 on the market right now. So the first one, the high-end one, is the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. I've actually done a drugstore versus high-end on this before to set my whole face, but not to bake with. So I will link that specific one down below so you can check it out. But this is also a great product to bake with. And then the drugstore one is the RCMA no color powder. I think it's so funny how this comes in like a jar that you would have seasoning, like spicing in, and then you bake with it and it like, get it? Okay, so both products are very similar. They're both loose, they're both translucent, they both have like this white-ish appearance to them. And I've used this one a ton, and I've never used this one before. I got this at Fame Expo this past year. It was $10. I think the retail price is $12, but I've also found it for more expensive than that, like up to $30 on Amazon. So either way, I'll link it down below for you, but I think the retail value is $12. And then the Laura Mercier one you can buy at Sephora, department stores, things like that, and I think it's $36. It's anywhere between $35 and $40, but either way, I will link them both down below for you. So we're gonna use these babies to set / bake my face. Okay, so baking I like to do before my eyes, because as the powder is setting under your eyes, it kind of catches all the fallout from your eyeshadow, and then you can swipe it all away at the same time. So I've done my face makeup, my eyebrows, and my lips. I haven't done my cheeks or my eyes yet, in case you're wondering, wow, I look so weird. So yeah, this is actually the first video I filmed without my lash extensions, and I'm feeling kind of naked right now. So, and then I apply it with a dampened beauty blender. So this is the same exact beauty blender that I use to apply my foundation and my concealer. It's still a little bit damp. I use the same one. I don't clean it off. I don't do anything like that. I use the same one. So I'm gonna start with the high end. And I will warn you guys, I feel like I use a ton of product when I bake. So there's the amount of product. So I like to take the pointy side, and you literally just like pack it on. So I bake my under eyes to help keep them creaseless and really, really set my under eye concealer. So I do that. I also drag it down to the corner of my nose, because I feel like that is a part of my makeup where it really wears away as the oil collects throughout the day. And then the last part of my face that I bake is my smile lines, because those tend to like wear away and crease throughout the day, and baking really helps that to not happen. You're not supposed to eat it though. It's not edible. Okay, so pretty much I bake this whole part of my face. So that's that. I have a lot left over because I didn't use it on the opposite side of my face, which I'm used to doing. So you're probably like, what? You're lying. Okay, so this one I'm gonna go in and bake the, okay, first con of the drugstore. How the heck am I supposed supposed to put this on a sponge. It has a shaker. I don't want to like shake it directly on the sponge. How the heck am I supposed to apply this? Whereas this, you can kind of tap it into the lid. I guess I can tap this into the lid also. Ugh, it's too much. Okay, well, there's a con of the drugstore versus high-end. And I feel like this is just like, how am I supposed to get it in there? Okay, this one is a lot more powdery, it feels like. Like I feel like it's more messy, or maybe it's just because this is more white. Whereas the Laura Mercier one has like a beigey, like it's kind of like yellowy. This one is like white. But I do feel like I could use less product with that one. Holy cow, it's so messy. Okay, baking is messy. That's the con for both of them. Okay, so I have all this extra. Guess I can pour it back in there. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. This is so messy. It's getting everywhere. Ugh. Ah, it's getting everywhere. Okay, so while that is setting, oh my god, I look crazy. Okay, while that is setting, I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this. I probably could just wipe the floor because it's all over the floor, and I want to see what it feels like. Ooh, it's really creamy. It looks like it's really super duper finely milled. And it just kind of like blends away when I rub my fingers together. I can see it in like my fingerprint lines, but it's really soft. Let me compare that to the Laura Mercier one. Ooh, this one's really soft too. I think I've never done this before, but I think the Laura Mercier one's a little bit more like creamy feeling, soft and like silky feeling. The RCMA one is also very soft, but I feel like the Laura Mercier one's a little bit more silky feeling, but they both feel really nice. I feel like the RCMA one would not work well for people with, oh my god, it is literally everywhere. Holy crap. It looked like I was baking like cookies in here. There's flour everywhere. So I feel like the RCMA one would, oh my god, it's everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining about that. But I was trying to say, I feel like this would not work well for really dark skin because it is so white. And although it's supposed to be a translucent powder, no color powder, I mean, I feel like it's gonna leave a little bit of residue, but I guess we'll see once we dust it off. The Laura Mercier one, again, it has like this kind of beigey, like yellowy undertone to it, which I feel like if you're darker skinned, would be better for you. You know what, I'm also gonna put a little bit on my chin. Okay, so I'm going to let this bake for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm actually gonna do my eyes while it's baking, and then I will come back when I'm ready to dust it off. And I'm gonna clean the floor. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes actually, so these should be really cooked on there. And you can see, so I did my upper lids, but I haven't done my lower lash line yet. I do that after the bake. But anyways, I do have a little bit of fallout from the eyeshadow. So you can see, like right there's little like dark speckles. I don't know if you can see or not, but baking really helps to kind of collect all of that. So when you brush it away, it brushes away the fallout too. So I'm gonna go in, my brush just broke. I'm gonna go in with a broken Sigma F30 brush and just brush away the bake. Brush it away like that. Okay, so right away I can tell you that the RCMA side looks a little bit more powdery up close. So let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can see, but it looks more kind of patchy over here and like a little more powdery, whereas the Laura Mercier side looks really smooth and really blurry. Sorry, that's the camera. Really smooth and really flawless, and then this side looks kind of patchy. So that's a downside. The Laura Mercier one definitely performs a little bit better in that aspect. So I'm actually gonna step away, do the rest of my makeup, and then come back for a final impression. Okay, so I'm done with all of my face makeup here. So I did everything, my cheeks, my eyes, my lower lids, everything. I really like the way this makeup look came out, by the way. If that video goes up before this, I will link the tutorial down below so you can see how I did it, but spoiler alert, it's using the Mandy MUA Makeup Geek palette. But back to the baking, right? Because that's what this video is about. I think overall, for the price difference, this is not a bad route to go. Look at that. I don't know if you could tell, it is still falling everywhere. It's super messy though, guys. It is like really, really messy. I really wish they would reconsider the way it's packaged because it's just like, it's all over me. It's really messy. It did leave my cheeks a little bit kind of patchy and cakey, as you saw in the last clip. So that was kind of a downside. I had to go in with the Beauty Blender and kind of like blend it out a little bit because it left it a little bit patchy looking. The Laura Mercier one, I feel like it's a little bit more flawless, a little bit more seamless, and the color I think I like a little bit more. I didn't do a flash test, so let's do a flash test real quick and see if I get any flashback. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be any flashback on either side, which is fantastic because I hate when you're going out and you take flash photography pictures and then you get home and you're like, why do I have a white face? It's because of the flashback, because of like sunscreen and translucent powders and stuff like that. So that's awesome that that's not the case. So I think overall, this is so expensive. This is literally 1/4 of the price of this, which is like, is it worth the mess? Is it worth the hassle? Is it worth the slight patchiness? I don't know, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys, but I have both of them and I also have a backup of this, so I'll probably be using this for a while, and this is actually also really hard to get a hold of. Only certain stores sell this. I bought it at Fame Expo, which is like a makeup convention, so they had a ton of it there, but it's like not readily available, at least here in Arizona, so that's kind of a downside to this too. This you can find at, you know, Sephora and like department stores like Macy's and Dillard's and stuff like that. Nordstrom has Laura Mercier, so that's kind of a plus. This is more accessible if you need to get your hands on it right away and not order it online. So I guess I'll let you guys decide, and I will stop rambling because this video is going to be a zillion million hours long. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this. I think I like this one more. Thank you so much for watching. If you like watching dupe type videos like this, then I will link my playlist down below where you can check out more drugstore versus high-end, see my thoughts on everything, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.